Hey there, second grade. How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Enzi. Today, we are going to need our whiteboards and our markers. So make sure that you have your whiteboard and your marker nearby so that you can participate in today's remote math lesson. Today, we're going to take a look at subtraction, but we're going to use addition to solve the subtraction. So let's get started as I shrink myself into the corner. Today we're going to be doing grade 2 lesson 3.2, subtraction from addition. Think addition. And you will need your whiteboard and your marker. So here's our starting problem today. I actually have the problem and the answer. And of course, this is called a number model. 10 minus 3 equals 7. And I wrote a little number story that goes with 10 minus 3 equals 7. Tavan had 10 model cars. He lost 3 model cars. How many model cars does Tavan have now? And we can solve this problem two different ways. The first way is we can draw a picture. So let's go ahead and uncap our markers. And on our whiteboard, let's draw a math picture to represent this story. So Tavon had 10 model cars. Now, I'm not going to be drawing cars. Because it's a math picture, I'm going to draw 10 dots, 10 little circles, 10 boxes, whatever you want. Here's Mr. Enzi's model cars. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and draw your 10 cars on your whiteboard. Remember that it's a math picture, so we shouldn't see any wheels or windshield wipers or doors or anything like that. Now, we've learned in the past that if he lost 3 of his cars, we're going to cross them out in our picture. So let's go ahead and let's cross out 3 of the cars. Mr. Enzi's doing it also, in case you need help. Now, when I crossed out 3, I have some cars left. How many cars does Tavan still have? Well, we can count all of those cars that we didn't cross out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cars, and that was the answer to our number model. 10 minus 3 equals 7. So we learned way back in first grade that we can draw a picture to help solve a subtraction problem. But we could also use our number line. So I'm going to show you on the number line that we would start at 10. And then if he lost 3 cars, we would count back 3. 1, 2, 3. And where did we land? We landed at 7. Because 10 minus 3 is 7. Awesome job. Let's clear our whiteboard because I wrote another story that goes with 10 minus 3. So here's another story that goes with 10 minus 3. Let's take a look at this one. Sue has 10 model cars. Neil has 3 model cars. How many more model cars does Sue have? Whenever we see how many more, we know that's subtraction because we're comparing Sue with Neil's cars. Well, we've learned before that we can draw a picture for this. I'm going to draw Sue's cars first. And Sue had 10 of them. So let's draw 10 cars for Sue. I'm going to go straight across in a nice line. There we go. But Sue wasn't the only one that had some cars. Neil had some cars too. So now, right underneath Sue's cars, I'm going to draw Neil's cars. But I'm going to line up Neil's cars. You might remember this. 1, 2, 3 cars for Neil. So these cars went together. Both Sue and Neil had one car. Both Sue and Neil had another car. And both Sue and Neil had a third car. But Sue had all of these cars left over. How many cars did Sue have left over? How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 10 minus 3 equals 7. Now we can also use a number line to solve this problem. Neil had 3 cars, so I put a dot at 3. And Sue had 10 cars, so I put a dot at 10. So Neil had these 3 cars right here. And Sue had 10 cars. So when I want to find the difference, I have to hop and connect the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can use a picture or a number line to solve a subtraction problem. But today, when we have some subtraction problems, we're going to use a different strategy. We're going to think addition. We're going to take a subtraction fact and turn it into an addition fact to help us solve the problem. So let's go ahead and clear off our whiteboard, because today we're going to take a look at some dominoes. And using those dominoes, we are going to write 4 different facts. The facts that we are going to write are going to be called related facts. Now, last year we used the words a fact, family. And that's true. We're going to use those words again this year. But they're also called related facts. Fact, family, related facts. So you can see that we are going to write 4 number models. And my number models are going to be written up and down. And I have 2 addition number models that I'm going to be able to make from my domino. And I'm also going to be able to make 2 subtraction number models. So let's take a look and do this one together on our whiteboards. How many dots do I have in my top part of my domino? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the top part of my number model, I'm going to put a 5. Now, you don't have to be drawing all of these boxes here. You can just write the number 5. Underneath, on the bottom of my domino, how many dots do you see? 4 of them. So now I have to figure out what's 5 plus 4. I can use my mind, I can use a math strategy, or I can count every single dot to find the answer. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer is 9. We have now written one of our facts that goes with the domino. Now watch this. I'm going to take my domino and I'm going to turn it upside down. Whoa! Look at that. I can give the turnaround fact. How many dots are in the top part of my domino now? Well, this time in the top part, I have 4. And in my bottom part, how many dots do we have? We have 5. How many dots in all? Well, if 5 plus 4 is 9, 4 plus 5 is the same answer. The answer is still 9. Notice that my facts just switched places. My 4 went from the bottom to the top, and my 5 went from the top to the bottom. Pretty cool. Now, those are our addition facts. Now we're going to come up with some subtraction facts. I'm going to give you a little hint. In addition, the biggest number is always the answer. But in subtraction, the biggest number comes first. So our first subtraction problem is going to start with our biggest number. And we have the numbers 5, 4, and 9. Which of those three numbers is the biggest number? 9. So if I had 9 dots and I took 4 dots away, I'm going to take those dots away. Look at that. I took them away. How many dots do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice the same three numbers are used. A 5, a 4, and a 9. 4, 5, 9. 9, 4, 5. It's the same numbers. They're just in a different order. Now I can still make one more subtraction problem. Remember that the biggest number starts first in subtraction. So I'm going to start with 9. But this time, I'm going to hide my dominoes dots there. So if I take away 5 dots, how many dots do we have left? We have left 4 dots. Because 9 minus 5 equals 4. Awesome job. I always like to remind second graders, when we add, the biggest number is the answer. But when we subtract, the biggest number comes first. Go ahead and clear off your whiteboard. I'm going to show you another domino. I want you to write down the 4 related facts that goes with our new domino. And not only do I want you to write the 4 facts, but I want you to hit that pause button. That way it will give you a little bit extra time so that you can get the facts written down. When you're done, press play. We're going to see if you are correct. You can start. Let's see if you found all 4 facts. 8 plus 6 equals 14. 6 plus 8 equals 14. 14 minus 6 equals 8. And 14 minus 8 equals 6. So I can use subtraction and addition to help find some of our facts. Remember that our biggest number in addition is our answer. And the biggest number in subtraction comes first. Wow. Hopefully you found all of them. Go ahead and clear off that whiteboard. Let's try another. This time, there's only 2 related facts. I want to see if you can find both. One will be addition, and one will be subtraction. And then I'm going to ask, how come there's only 2 and not 4? Go ahead and press that pause button as you complete this practice problem. Let's see how you did. Did you find 4 plus 4 equals 8? And then 8 minus 4 equals 4. How come there's only 2 related facts? Well, you're right, because this is a doubles fact. And a doubles fact doesn't have any turnaround facts because the numbers are the same. Awesome job. Clear your whiteboard. We have one last challenge. I don't get many second graders that are able to solve a problem like this. This time, my domino has 0 dots and 5 dots. I want you to try to make the 4 related facts for this special domino. And it's not easy. Go ahead and hit that pause button while you try to find the 4 related facts. All right, let's see how you did. Did you find 0 plus 5 equals 5? How about the turnaround? 5 plus 0 equals 5. Most second graders get these problems. How about this one? Did you find 5 minus 0 equals 5? And did you find 5 minus 5 equals 0? That's a tricky one. Wow. So, when you're trying to subtract, you can always think addition and think of those related facts that will help you to solve the problems. All right, my second grade mathematicians, you're going to head into Seesaw, where you're going to have some practice problems to solve. Go ahead and get started. I can't wait to see how smart you are.